Hello everyone, I am Ashif Ali and I am here again with this tutorial. And because my subscriber demanding some full tutorial from scratch, so this one is for you. And this is just a random effect that I will create from scratch, and you can see how I create things, how I create texture, mesh or material, and basically it's full on tutorial from scratch. So just let's start it. So I plan to create a attack effect. As you can see here, I have created a empty folder called attack, and I have this map that is also attack. So I will create a random attack effect. Okay, so for this I will use a animation for this, and I have, I think, some attack animation. If I'll check, okay, I have this one. I'll use this. I'll just copy this animation into my attack folder and right click and create the composite. Now I can delete this, or maybe not. I will attack comp, and I have this composite here, and it has material that is very bright, so I will change this material. Okay, so this is the material for this effect, and here I have multiplied 360 for this, so I will use maybe 20 for now. Maybe I will increase later, but for now I will use just 50 for now. So I have this composite, this one, and this is just jumping and attacking on ground. So I will put this composite here, and I will scale it on, just leave it. I will use camera here, and I have this plate, and I have this animation. So it's attacking, so there should be some cracks on the ground here. For the cracks I have textures already. Okay, if I'll just search crack, I have these textures. I can use these, or I can create another. I have also this one, and okay, I'll use this one. So I'll just copy this texture into my attack folder. I have this now. I will create a material M crack, and just drag and drop here. Take a particle color, so take a particle color, link it to emissive. I want unlit material, and in this texture, as you can see, it has some random channels. I want only green channel, so just take a multiply green channel. I have this. This is connected to the opacity, but I also want to erode it, so I'll take a value step here, and this will just contrast this texture, so it will erode. if I just take a value here, you will see at 0 it's erode completely. At 0.6 it's showing, at 1 it's showing completely. 0.9 maybe I will use, then I'll decrease the values and it will start eroding. See, it's eroding. So instead of this, I'll use dynamic parameter, connect it here, name it erode, save. And what else I can do with this, let it be for now. So I have this crack. I will create a particle p crack and I will use this material here, crack. So this crack is weird now because I will use dynamic parameter. First of all, I don't want velocity, rename it crack, and in orientation log the axis on Z. So this is now ground facing. Then I don't want continuous spawning, I want spawn burst 1. Then I don't want loop, so only one loop. And now I will take a dynamic parameter, refresh it, so it will show your name erode here. Now animate it with the curves, expand it. At 0 I want 0.9 and at 0.5, at 1 it's 0. So you can see it's eroding. It's eroding perfectly. So I will maybe increase the life and random initial rotation, and I will use color here. Maybe 100. At 1 it's 0. 0.5. So I have this crack, so I will use this crack in my comp here. Right click, play animation particle, and select this particle here and here. So it's showing, but it's very small, so you need to change the size. Constant size I want maybe 100. Save it and check it again. Not enough. I think this is enough. And now I want to change my location here, so you can change location here. You don't need to change in particle. Now the timing, crack should come when it hits the ground. Crack should be here. And it's perfect now. So I have this crack, and if I'll check here in viewport, crack will show up. So for this I will just put my character, not my character, I'll just take an initial location here and like 5 up. so it will I want my glow increase when it's eroding, or maybe red only. Let's check how it looks. It's good. It's nice. It's turning red. I want some glow here. I can use light, but I will not use light for now. So here I will just duplicate, rename it glow, and I will use a radial ramp for this. So radial ramp, color is too bright, so I will use like 5. Check it. Initial size. I will use size of a life here, and it will be like at 0 it's 0, at 0.1 so it will scale, maybe 0.02. And increase life 2.5 here. Good. I want some rays coming from here when it hits. For rays I will go to this particle and rays. For rays I will use spark. I have one texture, not this one. Yes, this one. This is default in Unreal Engine. It comes with starter content, so I will use this one. So I have this one. Now I will take a location here, slender location, and turn on the 3D mode here, and the size is, I think I will decrease the height. And I'll use rectangle, velocity 1.2, initial size would be like 20, 30. I'll use high saturated color, too much bright, and I will use burst and only one loop and size over life 0.1 life initial size will be different, and maybe I will use random velocity here, and maybe not. I'll choose rotation 0.2 0.1 minus 0.1. See how it looks. Size decrease the spawn rate, duplicate this one, and spawn rate will be like 5, initial size will be like 200 300. And I will use acceleration here. And I will use the character material here. I want multiplying. Okay, so it's cyan here, so I will use a color here and multiply it with cyan, so it will turn green, so I will increase the value. So it will turn red. So I have this, maybe I can change things here, like first of all I will use some particles here, again radial, ramp, and sparks. I will use sphere location, hemisphere, and here I will use burst like 200 and not looping, then bursting, orbit here. Point 2. Then I will use a drag. Life would be random. Initial size would be like 2 and 5 or 10. I'll use acceleration. And use color at 150. Orbit like 50, 100, low acceleration, and increase the sphere. I will increase the negative and decrease the size. I will use a light in it, so check the radius of light, check the by default settings, and I will increase the size and brightness. And this is too much brightness, so I will decrease some brightness here, and this is nice now. I will just duplicate my sparks and use a different texture here. Use this velocity. Spawn rate would be like 20 and size would be 0.1 and 1. So some are stretching here, but these are stretching too much, so size now it's nice. So I have some sparks here, and I want some shock wave here when it hits. First of all, I will save and I will search textures. Here I have some shock waves. I will use this one and I will just copy it in a tag and create a shockwave material here and use this texture, simple material, not too much thing in this, just unlit, multiply it, and that's it. That's it. Use this. I will duplicate my crack, rename it shockwave, use this material. First of all, disable the lights, remove one light, isolate this one, remove this one, and life, random life, spawn rate will be like 5, and I will use the size of a life here. At 0 it's 0, at 1 is scaling. I think I will increase the size, and life would be 0.1, 0.2, 0.2, 0.5. I want some distortion, I think. First of all, I want some smoke here. For smoke, I have one texture and material that I can use. This one, I have this one. I will just duplicate this, copy here, and I will edit something here. For this, I will remove these nodes. Multiply it, and save it. I have this sub-UV for this one. This is default sub-UV that comes with starter content. I have this texture here, and just use this. I will duplicate my sparks, name it smoke, and I will use this material here, and 8 by 8. I will increase the size, and color would be white, and random rotation, and remove orbit. So for this, I want some faded smoke. So what I will do here, for this smoke, change the background color so I can see my smoke. I will remove positive Z also, and First of all, I use subview index here, and let's see how it looks first. And just open material and connect this into emissive. And decrease opacity here, maybe 0.1. It's going up too much. And in color, turn it dark. And I want one more texture, maybe I want to increase the size of crack. Oops, I increase the size of glow. I wanted to increase the size of crack. And this crack is too much high. I want one here. Now it's good. What else I can add in this one? I can add some sticks that travels. So I will duplicate first raise, name it raise well, and remove this velocity, remove this, oops, this one, remove the rotation, and velocity, increase the size, increase the size of cylinder, also. I will use a high intensity light here, more height. Then so I have this so far. I have the shockwave, smoke, sparks, and I want some, I think something here. I want something here. So I will go to my folder, create a material, maybe black, and I will take a radial, translate, annulate, black, I'll take a particle color, this, save it, browse it, and duplicate my glow, browse it, use it here, this black, maybe at the starting I can use some red, but at point 1 it's black, and life would be like 5, and spawn 5, life would be random, nice. Nice. So now I want my crack more bright. More. Now I want some refraction here. First of all, I'll duplicate my shockwave distortion, and I will remove the lock axis, so this scaling. Now I will use heat distortion material that I have already created here. That's a normal map that is panning, and just check. Good. So just use this I'll use high. Now I want my velocity raise, duplicate, remove light and hit distortion. I will increase this size. Not looking good, so just remove it. This one. I don't like this tricks that I will change this one. For this I will use, I think I have, let me check my effects that I have already created. I have this effect. I can use things from this one if I want. Okay, I will use things from this one and I will show you how I created this. So I will just take this emitter in my select my crack and export. So now let's see. So I have this mesh here, that rock mesh, and this is emitting and random direction, and it has this material, basic material, rock texture, not normal, and in emissive I'm using noise, and that connected with dynamic parameters. So you can see here the glow that disappeared. So I will increase the size first of all and increase the radius. Just turn on and check in viewport. It's good, but more. And initial size, it's emitting only edge, so remove that. And life, more random. And these velocity rays, I will increase the color more. Okay, decrease the lights. And increase the radius of cylinder here. And size, more random size. sparks are not visible now, so I will increase the size of sparks like 10 and 25, 3. And more. And I want these sparks twinkle, so I will take a size over life, log the axis, fit, and just control plus and just click left mouse, value would be 0, fit again, select all keys, auto. These are night twinkling, as you can see, so I can increase size more. So decrease size to 10. Duplicate this spark and just for ground increase like 40, 30. Nice. Save. So you are getting things how I create effects. This is how I create effects. I just add things randomly. I want this black patch size like 2000. This is too much. And life. And color I will not this much. So I have this effect, you can see this nice effect that I have created from scratch. So I hope this time you are learning something. Yeah. And if you have still some queries, you can comment below in my video and I will try to solve that. And what else I can add? This shock wave I think I can change. No, it's perfect. Actually it was distortion. That's increase size of sparks, light. want to duplicate my smoke, and for this smoke I will change like 40, 35 and spawn life would be like 4. And sphere 50. And I will use the size of a life in this smoke. At 1 it will be like 3. I will change my material here. In emissive I want only 0.2. Yeah, it's good now. And for the smoke one I will increase the alpha back 0.5 I think. And now the effect is almost complete, so I will go to my blueprint here, attack, I will just copy these nodes, copy, go to my levels, open my level blueprint and paste these here, and select this, create a reference, here. Okay, so there will be a camera shake. But it has some delay, so I want my camera shake when it hits the ground, and it hits the ground at 1.6 second. 6. after 1.6 seconds there will be delay, and then it camera shake, and again after 6 seconds or 5 seconds it's deactivate. I think I have to decrease the camera shake scale. I need to check the timeline here. It's 3.8, so it will be 3.8 here. Delay is early. So there is some miscalculations, I think. So event begins, it activates after 1.7 seconds. There is a camera shake, and okay, so I'll take a sequence here. There is camera shake, and it should come again. It's working now. So this is my Hall effect. This character is jumping and attacking on ground, and there's camera shake also. There's smoke, there's sparks, there's shockwave, there's rays, there's crack. So this was my today's tutorial, the attack, and this was full tutorial. I have shown everything, and you can comment below if you didn't get anything. And thanks for watching my tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for my latest videos, and like, comment and share, and keep learning.